All right. Let's actually see first what the next part is. We have to take a name and search that particular student and display its that particular student's marks. All right. Show the students. Okay. Uh, we displayed the tuple, but it also, if you see the output over here, it is given in the tabular form. All right. So let's try that. Okay. Let's display in tabular form. All right. So this was a regular display of tuple. Okay. So this was regular display format, and now it is the tabular display format. Okay, so how do I display it in tabular form? Basically, I first print what do I need. All right, so I need uh, sorry, it is not a formatted string, it is just roll number. Okay, and then slash t, and then I have name slash t, and then I have, what do I have, roll number, name, and marks. Okay, so these are the things that I require, that is roll number, name, and marks. If I add a space over here, it will be neatly visible, then but then I'll have to add a space down below as well. Okay, so I'll not add a space over here because the orientation, I guess, will be disturbed. Okay, so now since we have to display it in a tabular format, our entire data is in this student tuple. Okay, so let's have a loop. Let's loop over that tuple. Okay, so as we did with list, we can also iterate over loops. Okay, sorry, iterate over tuples. Okay, so a for loop is very useful over here. Okay, so for I in and then student. Okay, let's instead write s in students. Okay, not that it makes any difference, but just to say that s is the element of student. Okay, so for s in student, what do I want to print? Okay, I want to print uh, the student 0, which is okay, and comma, and then slash t, comma, s of 1, comma, slash of t, comma, s of 2, s of 2. Okay, sorry. Alright, so what did I do over here? I displayed the first element, the second element, and the third element uh, uh, with tabs in between. Alright, because I have roll number, name, and marks over here. Alright, and with that, we'll just add a print statement, uh, print function at the end, just because we know that it all clutters up. Alright, so what we can do is we can add this part over here into comments. Alright, so because uh, the part from here, the nested tuples part is actually our code. Okay, so we don't need to see that uh, the other one. All right, so let's clear out this screen. I guess if I just increase it a little bit, it will be better. Okay, so now run it again, run this code again. Number of students 2. What do I have for roll number 1, 2, and A, and 20, 34, and 2, and B, and 24. Okay, so you see I have a tabular representation. Okay, this is the regular representation, and this is the tabular representation of the data. Okay, all right. After displaying the data in tabular form, what do we have next? We displayed it. The third one is to demonstrate the nested tuples, and they are already nested tuples, so I'm so sorry. And sort the tuples by name. Okay, so what do we have to do is we have to sort it. Okay, so we have a method called sorted. All right, let me just see. Sorry, it's not a method, it's a function. Okay, so we have a function called sorted. Okay, so sort data. All right, so of tuple. All right, now since it is immutable, okay, so this sorted function, all right, see what it does basically, it sorts, right? But if I give it student, all right, and if I say print, okay, all right, sorted print, and after that, oh, we already know it is not mutable. Okay, uh, if I give this, let's see what happens. We have our problem as sorted demonstrates nest tuples by name. Okay, we have to sort them by name. All right, so let's see what is the output of this particular what is this function. Okay, so save this. This time, yeah, I'll always have to take at least two objects, because otherwise I won't be able to display it. Okay, so 3 A 56 2. Oh, 2 should not, yeah, okay, 2, and B, and 34. Okay, so now when we see it is sorted, but on the first this, right, that is on the roll number. Yes, so it is sorted on, and it is a list. Okay, it is also a list. Okay, it is what it has printed, it is a list. So we do know that it is immutable, so that is understandable. All right, so how do we sort the tuples on the next element? Okay, so if we basically give a plain tuple like this, all right, so say we have these unordered list, unordered tuple, okay, and we pass it to this sorted um, tuple sorted function. It would basically sort it and print it out according to whatever is the data type. All right, but since we have over here a data type which is a tuple, a nested tuple, and we want to sort it according to the name, which is the second one. All right, second element. So what we have to use is something called as lambda functions. Okay, sorry, functions. What is lambda function? They are functions which are placed in the So how do we have a function? What how does a function work, right? So basically, if we write a function, all right, and then we call it, so what happens is the control goes over there with the parameters, all right. The parameters are given to that particular function. The operation happens, and then there is a return value, all right. But that is not the case with lambda functions. Okay, so if I say for example, sum, okay, if this is an example, all right. So example, if I say sum is a lambda function, all right. So how would I write this? Uh, I would write this is equal to lambda, okay, and the variable that you will pass, okay. So if it is two variables, it will be a comma b, okay. And then what do you want as the return value? So colon, all right. And then what do you want the return value is a plus b, right? So a plus b, that's it, okay. So whenever you see a function called sum, all right, and so for example, if further, if you call, all right, after you declare this, all right, if you call this particular sum function, okay, with say 2 comma 3, okay, if you call this it in this way, all right, then what will happen is wherever it this call is written, all right, uh, 2 plus 3, wherever it is written, this code will be actually written over there, all right. So uh, I hope you understand these two variables 2 and 3 will not be passed over here to wherever the lambda function is declared. What will instead happen is this return value, which has to be this a plus b, will come over here. So instead of 2 plus 2 comma 3, sum 2 comma 3, the code will be replaced with 2 plus 3, all right. And that is how lambda functions work, all right. So now to sort this particular uh, nested uh, tuple, okay, because tuple is straightforward, just give a as we did over here, see, it we already passed the tuple and it sorted on the very first element, right? So the roll number, but we want the second element, no name, to be the criteria for sorting, all right. So what do? We use lambda functions, all right. So what do we pass as the second parameter is the key, all right, and the key will be equal to lambda, okay. So the key is equal to lambda, and here we pass we write a uh, variable, okay, and that is x. So if I write x is I should write s basically, but that is basically this is our s, okay. This entire thing, this student, is actually our s, or maybe I'll just write x, okay. Whatever is the x, uh, just return the first index of that x index, okay. Now what is index? The second element. The first index is the second element, okay. So this in a student nested tuple, in this nested tuple, what are we looking for is the we have to sort according to something, all right. The key for sorting is whatever is the second index of this particular student, that will be the key, okay. So now whenever we want key, what it will do is it will take this element and basically give the first element, which is basically the name. All right, and that is how uh, you use sorting. All right, and since we can print it out. All right, but as we know, it creates a list, right? So now instead of printing it out, what we'll do is we'll uh, save it to a list, right? So lst, since we used lst over here, it is inside the loop, but anyway we'll use lst1. Okay, just to make sure that uh, just to understand that it is not the same as the one. It's a basic list, we are just naming it different. Okay, so a list which is what we get from sorting this. Okay, and we know for a fact. Okay, so we are yet to see, but what our guess is, we will have a list which is sorted according to the name. All right. So now that is not our goal, right? What is basically, after we have a list, we don't want a list, we want a tuple. All right. So what we'll do is we will basically write student equal to, and then tuple of lst1. Okay, so now we have the tuple that we want. All right, and that is permanently sorted. Okay, so now what we can do is we can simply print. Okay, now over here, for printing we could have written a function over here. If you already have a um, background in programming, you already know that we can declare custom functions, but we haven't yet seen functions in our discussion so far, so we'll not use functions. What we'll do is instead just display it simply. All right, we'll not display it in a tabular form, we'll just display the entire tuple. Okay, and then just write print. Okay, save it, and control enter. So two, we want an unordered on everything, so I'll write 3 first, then B, and marks, let's say 80 first, sorry, 80 first, and then 1, the name is also smaller, and then the wait, but how will I see the difference? I should have taken some another input, but let's just take this first. Okay, you can see that it is sorted. You cannot actually see the difference because it now looks that it took all the 3. So basically what we'll take as input, it was a wrong input. Okay, so I'm sorry for that, but we'll run this program again and we'll make sure that roll number and marks are in the ascending order and name is in the descending order. Okay, so let's try that. So I run this again. Roll number has to be in ascending order, name has to be in descending order, this also has to be in ascending order, this is at ascending order again, this is descending order, and then again the ascending order, which is 34 again. Okay, so you see, initially 1 and 2 are sorted, this is the reverse order, and we want our name to be the criteria. Okay, so now when we sort our list, we see the output. Okay, we have a different sorting, and that is according to the name. All right, so this is a proper output of the third one. Yes, sorting. Third one. Okay.